The finals just got its 1.8.0 update. We have some Valentine's Day rewards as well as the patch notes. We got those major changes to nukes and even some additional free rewards. We also have an update with some of the issues with the current update and a whole bunch more. What's up, world? Should be back in the nutrition, all things the final. Okay, so let's just jump right into 1.8.0. And as always with the patch notes, we do have that opening statement. So Embark starts off here with BR Valentine. Join the Valentine's Day event to unlock a series of precious rewards, turn in contracts to earn 6 unlockables, which you can see here and be done through various contracts. We also do have the store update and new bundle here. And as they promised, they did make those changes to the nukes as well. And of course, the Steal the Spotlight event has concluded. With the last note here, they made some major improvements to the input latency on Xbox as well as some new social notifications. First up, we do have the audio section here, but that is because we do have a major change in here, which is that the cloaking sounds will now differentiate from team members and enemy players, which I do think is a major one as that sound was the exact same. Headshots will now be indicated with their own sound, so kind of just like how Call of Duty does it and a few other games. They fixed an issue where certain sounds did not play when colliding with the environment. They added a setting to control the sounds when the game is not focused or tabbed out, and they also fixed single fire weapons not playing their firing sound certain time. Now the VFX section is very short, but they had some various fixes to the destruction soul, and they added material appropriate effects to destruction on all map. We had some big ones here in the gameplay and balance section. When a player is eliminated out of bounds in bank it, their coins will now spawn on the map. Seems like that was a bit of an issue with being able to disperse coins out of the map. The gravity and physics have been enabled on red canisters with attachments. We've been seeing this more and more as they try to do nerf that, which also leads on to here, which they fixed an issue where multiple C4s would cause more damage than intended when floating together, for example when attached to an object. Of course, this is pertaining to the nukes or the things where you would attach to the explosive canisters and then send them flying. Pretty massive change there, and they are nerfed quite significantly as you can see here. They also fixed a bug that caused jump pads to glitch when overlapped with an attached object. They fixed an issue that allowed players to cancel their emote by quick meleeing, and there was some controversy around this. However, this does allow for third person or corner peeking. Now, as others brought up, Apex was actually able to get rid of this issue and allow you to still emote. This being that when you do actually look around those corners, when you are emoting, you won't see the other player. So hopefully that fix is implemented sometime soon for that, as you will want to try to get out of those emotes if they last too long. They also fixed an issue where objects could hover in the air after an attachment was destroyed, and they fixed a major issue here where a successful backstab with a dagger would now correct show as a critical hit. So again, not sure if that was just the value that was not displaying there or if there actually was no critical hit happening, but that should be fixed now. There was a few animation fixes, with a major one here being that they adjusted the crouch animation to ensure that they don't make characters clip through thin walls. There's also a few other major fixes here pertaining to equipment as well as even left hand gestures. They had some more improvements with zip lines and some ambient lighting across maps. The UI and UX also got some major issues fixed, especially pertaining to the career progression screen, and the tournament overview screen will now show the correct contestant customization. So again, that pre-game lobby should be more accurate now. And they also fixed another major issue here, what I had, where you had an item that could not be equipped after purchasing it in the customization screen, or at least you wouldn't be able to equip it immediately, so you would have to back out and back in. Now again, the consoles actually did get some reduced input latency, but this was specific to the Xbox Series S and X. If you are on Xbox Series X or S, please do let me know if you are experiencing less input latency or if you've noticed it from the previous updates. Now again, as always, we do have a security update for some general security fixes and improvements. This is obviously pertaining to the anti-cheats, is really good there, but work is still being done. And it also looks like they did improve boot times on C. I didn't notice too much of a significant change there, but I do think the boot time was quite faster. We also have some new changes for voice chat, where they moved the voice chat settings higher up in the audio tab. Players not using voice chat will now see an indication that the team members are using it, which again I do think is huge for communication purposes and pushing people to actually use voice chat. They added push to talk keybind in the voice chat menu, which again has always been kind of an issue since beta and even into release, where I could never get a push to talk key to actually work, or at least it on and off working. They fixed voice chat output volume so it applied correctly, and they fixed an issue with voice chat privacy settings so that all options are respected, which does seem that certain people were having their voice chat enabled automatically without being able to disable that. Now there was one issue with the update so far, and that is just that the event for Steal the Spotlight ended a bit early, so some people saw their timer was that they had 18 hours left to still complete the event. However, with this patch coming out, that actually did get taken away a little bit early, so some people weren't able to earn those rewards in Steal the Spotlight, which was kind of a major issue. However, there was plenty of time for the event, but it does suck that the timer was a bit off there. So if you do miss those rewards, make sure you do get these Valentine's Day ones if you do want those, or at least make sure that you are doing those events sometime early. Now, a late minute mentionable here is that Apex has a new map, which seems to be heavily inspired by the final. It is kind of funny how those games collide there and have kind of on and off debates, but as we see here, yeah, this map definitely is very reminiscent of how the final finals is played, or at least how the map kind of looks with the outside stadium. I might have to check this one out just to see it. Overall though, that should about cover for today's video. Make sure you're checking out the rewards and the contracts and doing those before that timer ends. And if you enjoyed today's video, like and subscribe, and until the next one, deuces.